guys, welcome. As you can see, this is becoming a habit. It's becoming a habit for me to be welcoming you guys to the episode. So that should tell you something. I'm taking over. Wish me luck. You know what? Yeah. So guys, welcome back to the Tribe UG podcast. This is Season 4, episode 3. Mark.
Why you guys took long to get me here?
Yeah, we had to prepare the way.
You know, like, you have to make sure it's right. And right now, guys, the Count Markula in the building. Here with Damzi, as usual, who's taking over. And I'm hoping she keeps me on. But today we have a special guest, guys.
A very special guest.
I don't know, Damzi. Like,
I might look calm, guys, but hey, woo! I'm about to start bouncing off the walls.
Like today I don't even want spicy chicken wings. I'm sorted.
It's fine, eh?
I'm sorted.
Your worms have decided to chill.
I'm kawa. The worms have gone find out worms. They're chilling. They're off. They're on public holiday.
Yeah, guys, today we are very honored, very privileged to be hosting the one and only, one of Uganda's leading, most amazing songstress Bana Luzungu this season.
Stressing you, like
UG, Ugandan soul and R&B artist Lilian Mbabazi. And one of my favorite artists ever from this country. So ever. So I'm super excited about this episode. Lilian, welcome.
To be here with you, Danzi, and my boy.
Thank you so much for accepting to come.
Thank you for coming through.
I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for
guys, have you heard? It's on record.
Guys, it's official. Tell a friend to tell a friend. but like,
you're some of my biggest supporters, like from my journey, and I really don't take that for granted.
oh,
Guys, you see, we support Ugandan artists. You get it?
And
We
if
actually
you want to
genuinely
support the Tribe UG podcast, don't forget you can send some money to 624404. That is 624404. Don't you tell them a little something about the person next to us, because me, I don't know if I can start like.
Guys, a little bit about the people who you talk to and they don't really need an introduction. But for those who have been living behind a rock somewhere, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Lilian. Lilian has been in the industry since 2004.
I'm so old.
No. Don't say such negative things.
It's just don't.
Since 2004, started out as part of a girl group, Blue 3, and she has since gone on to do such amazing projects and music and been part of such huge projects. Lilian performs with the Sundowners. When it comes to people who are experts in live band, I think I would categorize
Once you just see Lilian and the band, you just know it's about to be lit.
It's about to be lit,
and for
sure.
like the concerts you've done, I mean, Lilian's up close and personal.
Remember that.
It hurts
How
me because
do we forget?
people tell me every time, oh my God, Mark, on your way back you missed, because I wasn't in the country and I missed, and my brothers talk about it every damn time. I'm like, guys, I had you the first minute.
The first 10 million times. You can stop now.
Oh, Lord Jesus. And then you had your Feza live. And that was really dope. At least that one, we had Kosam YouTube.
Yeah,
we got, there's still some clips up, guys. If you haven't seen that amazingness, please be focused. You've done so much, and like she mentioned the Sundowners earlier, aside from being an expert on we shall call it expert, please allow it. Aside from being an expert in performing with a band and doing the damn thing, you guys have a live album out up on the streaming platforms, the LNS Experience. And for me, that's as close as I got to the up close and personal that I missed. But it's really, there's just so much to say about what Lilian has. As usual, we like to start with a little thing. I'm sure your week has been interesting. I'm sure it's been eventful. Or it has been relaxing. We don't know. We want you to tell us a Ugandan song, from anywhere, from any time, from now, from before, from your catalog, from another, whatever. A Ugandan song that describes or that resonates with how your week went. And we are all going to do the same. Yeah.
Like that's an interesting question.
Yeah. Just
I think that the song that I would resonate with would be Mr. DJ.
Okay. Ooh. Interesting choice. Interesting choice.
It's a collection of so many artists that I've been listening throughout the week because I'm trying to actually listen to a lot of more Ugandan music.
Right.
At some point I had stopped because music was not musicking. So, Mr. DJ reminds me of also a time when collaboration and good vibes was there.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that was the week I was in.
Okay.
Damsy, your week.
I told you guys, these days, I'm in love. I'm in lovey-dovey. So I've been listening to a lot of like old Ugandan music, and the song that stood out for me that I listened to a lot this week was Nkumiro Mukwano. Because it's like just good feelings and good vibes. Oh, you know? Yes. Yes.
Well, for me who's not in love, for me, the week has been like, I've had like 10,000 things I've had to do. And I've been telling myself, Mark, you have to find a way to do this stuff and get it done to the best of your ability. So my song is a new song from Steve Kiz.
Okay.
Called Best of My Ability, Boma. And I mean, I like the voice, I like the
I
song.
haven't listened to it yet.
Shout out to Steve Keys. I feel Steve Keys is woo.
He's dope.
Listen.
He's dope. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Yes. Whatever you're saying, yes. I agree. He's the one.
Yeah.
So, next up, let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's
have a little conversation with you.
Let's do it.
Let's have a little conversation. How are you doing? Say what's up to our people before we jump
What's
into
up,
it.
my people, the tribe? How are you guys doing?
Yes, guys. That is a special shout out to you from Lilian herself.
No, guys, I am actually just, one of those people who's grateful every day because I take life one day at a time.
Right.
I don't like to think about tomorrow. Even the Bible tells you not to worry about tomorrow. I'll tell you that. I'm a very spiritual woman, but I literally leave that verse. Don't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow has its own problems.
That's true.
Worry about today. So every day I just take it as it comes, and I just want to be thankful every day for being here, first of all.
Yeah.
And the good people in my life and amazing talent God gave me, the amazing people I meet along the way, like you guys.
By the time I leave here, I'm gonna have like pain in my cheeks, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
But I'm all right. I'm just, one day at a time.
Okay. My first question is like your latest project, right?
Yeah.
The one, and I'm not sure if everyone has caught it. If you have not,
Focused.
shame on you. But your latest project for me was it resonated with me so much, and I've always wondered like, what was your inspiration there? Because it goes from like there's just so many,
Different dimensions.
Yeah.
I think that for me the EP was just experimental.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to just do something that I've not done before. Also, like work with people that I've not worked with
Before, yeah.
Because sometimes when you work with the same person, you end up having sort of the same sound.
Yeah.
And when you have different people in a project, sometimes it gives you like a different kind of vibe.
Right.
I completely understand that because in listening to it, you go from stuff like I think the second song is Jangu, which gives me, I keep telling people, Kobo Sinje out there, when you're introducing me, you need to play Jangu.
Wow.
No, but like,
Well, at least there's hope, Mark. Thanks. I'm encouraged.
When I find
I want
the
to
one,
see Kobo Sinje.
I really want to see conversation.
when I find the one, that one should play for me Jangu. Because there's diamond potential there. No, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many songs on that project. Guys, please note, I'm playing with titles there. But like, there's so many songs on that project where we hear different angles and different sides of Lilian.
Yeah.
And of course, so well executed.
Thank you.
And
I
you
appreciate
mentioned collaboration there, and I really want to steer it into collaboration with writers because on there, I think there's the Sheena Skies, there's Isabel UG, there's a number of writers that you collaborated with on that project.
There are
and
like about 4 songwriters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we talk about it a lot where, of course, songwriting is a thing that has existed forever and ever. Amen. And all our greats, all our Mary J's and our Beyoncé's and our whoever
Everyone
work
has
with
someone.
songwriters all the time.
Songwriters are the people we don't even speak about.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes here in UG, it's like if I say, hey, you need to work with this songwriter, it's like I'm saying you can't write. No. It's to bring out a different dimension. So as someone
to have
who
a
is
little bit of
the Lilian, like we've said,
Yeah.
when Lilian so what's the experience for you? Like what's the thoughts on the subject for you as Lilian?
For me, about songwriting, I really appreciate songwriters because even sometimes when you sit down with them, like, for example, the one EP, I didn't even know where I was going.
Okay.
But I knew that I wanted to work with these different people like Sheena Skies, like Yese Oman. You know, I also wrote though.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Don't-
Just so you're clear.
Let it be known.
But what I love about songwriters is the fact that, you know, you don't know how you're going to even experience the song. It's like new to you. It's not in your mind. It's in someone else's brain. So that doing someone else's work into your own voice is something so unique. It's something so beautiful. And for me, I actually praise songwriters. We cannot be anywhere without songwriters. I had the best songwriter before he passed. Like Moses Radio was the biggest songwriter. He wrote like Vitamin, Danger, Dagala, like all the songs that you guys know.
Yeah.
Drinks.
So like songwriters for me are very special to me. Yeah.
You have heard, we are very special.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I just, like, I needed to come down from her saying all my favorite songs. I'm like, let me first not to be a fan. I'm the
So
interviewer.
do you write for other artists as well?
There are just a few artists that I've written for, but I don't write an entire song. I like to collaborate with them.
Right,
Because
right.
I don't like to put my whole imprint on them. Because sometimes it will sound just like me.
Okay.
Like you want an artist to find their own identity. Like they should be themselves. So if I write for somebody, I'd love another songwriter to come and we work together.
So that you
And
create something unique.
create something like building. Collaboration is the most beautiful thing in the music industry. Yeah.
It's so funny because, again, on this same subject, someone was asking me the other day, a lot of the songs I write, there's always that gap or that something I leave. I'm like, this one, we shall work on it later when we are all together. Because in my head, I'm like, if I just take the whole direction, then we won't get their special thing that makes them them.
Right.
Whereby even if it's not me, or when they're working with someone else, someone can still get that thing and they say, this is this person's signature. It could even be a note. It could be it could be Neo saying, ooh, whoa. Like, you know, one of those things that the artist has as a
My
signature.
dear, I've been in studio with some people who are like strict with their songwriting and they're like telling you, sing it like this, but you're like, but that won't be me.
Yeah, right? That will take away from who I really am.
so
Okay.
It's that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Still on the subject of collaboration. I mean, it's not a surprise, but I've been a fan of yours for a very long time. And from my view outward looking in, I feel like you are very particular about the people that you collaborate with, not just in terms of the songwriting, but in actual, like the music that's produced. Like, what's your thought process? How do you pick the people that you collaborate, or what is the thing that will get you to say, Mark is someone I want to collaborate with, or Damali is someone I want to collaborate with?
I think for me, it's mostly energy.
Okay.
Like how I feel about a certain person is how I work with them.
Okay.
Because I have tried to work with certain artists and they're good. They're really good. But we get to the studio and the things jam.
The vibe is not vibey.
Not vibey.
Okay. Okay.
And
The Bluetooth device.
Yeah.
Not connected.
You find another artist, I can even have like 5, 6, 7 collaborations with
Right.
them because the vibe is always good.
Okay.
You know, like I would say Tom. My brother, he hates me calling him Tom. The myth, guys. It's called the myth.
Thomas.
Like Thomas. Like him, it's so easy to work with him. I have so much great energy with him in studio. But for me, it's always the energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always the energy.
All right. So do you have a lot of people asking you to collaborate with them?
Oh, wow.
Every day, all day, every day.
Yeah. And then I also think about how I'm going to sit in a song with them because I listen to what they are singing.
Right.
Because I need to understand, like, if I sit on a track with this person, how are we going to sound? Yes.
Okay.
And it has to be the right track as well. Yeah. Not just any track.
Something with regard to mass collaboration, since we are on collaboration. I was listening to the Nalubale project again earlier. And of course, there's so many people on it, from like Bini Ganta to The Myth, to Navio, to Tucker HD, to Sen Samba, to Flex the Paper, to like there's a lot. There's a lot of that. And the list is not there. Go check out more. There's also a video. But like the thing about it for me is how we get to hear that special something from each person. And
Yes.
of course, for you, can we get away that hook? Like, you know, so for you, in like a situation like that, what do you run with? What comes to you first?
Well, for that particular project,
For that one, yeah.
We went to On the Boat as well with Sam Lamar, you know,
Samurai.
producing Samurai. And we got on, and I had to create the hook first.
Okay.
Before everybody else
Okay.
started doing their thing. And I remember that day I actually had an interview. So they recorded my set first. So I didn't even know what everybody else sang until the shoot was done.
Wow.
So you waited just like the rest of us?
Yes. I went did the hook.
She waited like the rest of us.
I mean, like, I'm surprised.
I did the hook, and I was like, okay, guys, I have to go. And I got off the boat. And before it set off.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. That must be an interesting experience for you to just add your piece to a puzzle that you haven't even seen.
But all the people around, I knew that it was going to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you've worked with them before.
You were not wrong. It was fun.
It was fire.
It was fun. Because listening to it again, I think that was 2020 because
Can we
lockdown.
get away?
My angle.
Get away. Set me away.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, she just beats bored and just belts out a note. Of course she can. Guys, I feel like, and people always wonder because they see me, you see, everyone knows, like even for Damzio and all of us, like we have access to a number of artists. And it's interesting that I've had so much access to Lilian in terms of I've been around you when you're performing here, when you're there. But like for me, it's so funny that I'll still be there. I'll know what's coming. And then
But you
you'll
get surprised
sing, and
every
then still
time.
be-
Yeah, you get
Damn,
surprised.
here I go
You're
again.
a true definition of a fan.
I'm
You
like,
get
I
surprised.
don't know how to write it. I be there. And
He
I'm
really
like,
is.
He really is, because Mark can be there and he's like, just like, Lilian, what was that? He will send me like messages. I'm like, okay. Thank
yeah,
you.
like recently after the conversations, and you see on the
In
last,
the conversations, you send me a message.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
see, but like in our first episode this season,
Yeah.
Damzi was here with your triplet Sima,
Sima?
and she was here with Afsa as well, and they were talking about the art of performing. For a long time, you performed the same key songs. And still you managed to make it that people want to bring Lilian, even if they know, like just before the one EP, even if they know what the collection of songs that she's going to pick from is going to be, it was still worth it because she's going to reinvent it or recreate it. So what are your views on the art of of
Performing?
performance? And
I think that people want to hear a song differently sometimes, but
Yes,
also
and sometimes
sometimes
they want the exact-
want it the same way it is. Because I've been to places where you perform a song and guys were like, why didn't you sing it like the way it's supposed to?
The way we know it.
Because Kawa is an up-tempo song.
yes,
And breaking it down on conversations, some people are like, hey, how has this song changed? But I think it's also about the fact that when you do live music and your songs are known by everybody, I believe that if you do not change a little bit here and there, if you don't have a team as well
Yeah.
that understands how to change the music, then something goes wrong. Because I've seen that happening in the music industry here, where you don't even understand, like, oh, it sounds even worse than that.
That's
Sorry,
not
I'm
what you
being-
want.
I'm
No,
not
I
being-
get that.
I'm not being like
Not
mean
throwing
to
shade,
anyone.
yeah, but it's true. It's true.
But sometimes I prefer to listen to a studio
Version. Yeah.
than
the live.
But what I've wanted to create is a better version than even the studio.
Right.
Yeah, like I've not performed on playback since I was like, how old? I'm trying to forget all the times I used playback.
oh, no.
You've been doing live band for a really long
Yeah,
time.
since 2011.
Why the decision to go that route for your music? Because
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many people doing that. I don't know if it's access to a band, or I don't know if it's just someone's style. Why? What was your decision to
I think-
focus more on the live band side of things?
Okay. I think that when I started out music, like before I even joined Popstars to become Blue 3,
Yeah.
I in my senior 6 vacation, I was in a band.
Oh, okay.
And it just made me like the kind of, in Rwanda, made me like the kind of energy that comes with a live band.
Right.
Changing, you can stop music whenever you can stop it. You can, you can be creative with the music. So after Blue Three's demise, like, not demise, but
when it ended,
like Destiny's
after
Child's
the
album,
end.
Destiny Fulfilled. So that destiny was fulfilled, yes.
So my thing is that I'm not going to shake my ass like Jackie or Cindy.
Everyone has
That's not
What am I
true.
strong at?
Yeah.
I'm strong at music, and I wanted to do with a live band.
Right.
So I'm one of the very few artists that really started the live band after Afrigo and them.
Yeah.
Because Afrigo was known, but was not something that musicians did. And I believe I have inspired so many people to do
Get more into a live band, yeah.
Because if you look at most of the instrumentalists that we have here today, they have gone through the sundown.
It's
That's
actually so
actually
funny
true.
because many of my favorite bands that I see here and there, of course, I see people like, I remember this guy from when I used to watch Lilian here. I remember this guy from you guys, like, so I see what you mean,
And it was just a nice time to just even explore music. Yeah. So for me, the live element comes because I'm committed to what is called music. I want people to
Music
just
in its
enjoy,
purest form,
enjoy, yeah. So it's not about shaking my ass and doing that. Everyone can do it. Even me, back in the day, I used to shake my ass.
We hosted Daniel O'Mara
Yeah.
last season, and he was
Yeah.
like, there's a time when Lilian came and they'd perform in schools, and you'd see, and she looks very calm, but she, So clearly, there's a side of you that we might not.
I was in Blue 3. You saw me dancing.
Yeah.
It's not like I didn't dance. Like, I actually loved dancing before. So dancing, I actually know choreography. I actually know how things should look. But I don't have that kind of... I can do it.
It's not your thing, per
But
se.
it's not what I can do right now.
Right.
It's not... Like, I don't have... I've not done it for a minute. So
Okay.
I'm not going to...
And you don't need to.
dance.
You've mentioned Blue 3, and for me, and I'm sure everyone has their story and their reasoning for what they loved, what they enjoyed, and for me in particular, it was not being home and then watching certain Ugandans that are doing things that I'm like, that makes me miss UG. Like, I should go back and listen to stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for me, that's where my attachment came from. It was like, these people make me feel like I need to be back. And I was just seeing them, Nahitaji, they're doing them choreography. But like, but like now, of course, you guys gave people that kind of small sprinkle of reunion coming, and you gave them that skies thing.
Yeah, I think, was your question coming?
It's there. It has reached. It has reached. I promise. That thing does me. I take the long.
very much. Yeah.
So first of all, before we even get into whatever question that maybe asked on it, I just want to say, in season 1 of this podcast and in season 2, we spoke it into existence. We said that Blue 3 thingy, we see it coming. It should come because it would be fire, it would be dope. And here it is. So how does it feel, getting back with a girl? I know you've been on stages together before. I watched you and, let's say, Jackie on Smack League. I've watched, but I'm like, how was it like this one that you're saying?
Specifically the one that you
this
did.
One, yeah.
Like, what was that?
How was that?
Well, the one
like
we did
for
was an
you?
exclusive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was actually more of to tell people, like, guess what? This is actually something we're going to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because no one would have believed it.
Evidence.
But I think it's a beautiful thing. Like, we remember everything from when we sang those songs. And everyone was singing along. Like,
I saw that video where the audience was just
They're like, okay, you guys rest. It's our time.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
So Blue 3 has had such a great impact that it has even given all of us longevity in the music industry.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that any other girl group has that.
No. At least not that I know.
Not in
to be
Uganda.
honest. No.
I've tried to think, but sorry.
Maybe Sheba from Obsessions, but Sheba was not really Obsessions.
Yeah. That's
She
true.
came in.
That's
when
true.
she
That's
came
true.
in,
It's the
that
Sheba.
was-
It's the Sheba
Yeah.
that Sheba.
So Sheba has done her own thing.
Yeah.
But Blue 3 as itself has made such a beautiful impact on the music industry that even till today, people are still excited about it. That is such a rare thing in the music industry.
Very rare. And not just in UG, in this Uganda here. Can we move on? You guys,
By the way,
can
You
move on.
snooze, you lose.
My God, we move on.
You guys can move on. But like,
They
that's one of the
really
things
move on too
where,
quickly. Yeah.
like, you just feel it. And I always tell like the guys, like, even in the office and when I hear people singing some song, I'm like, now me, that one, I don't know it, but everyone is on it. Now I have to go and make a research in hiding. I can't show them that I don't know. Like, you're supposed to be the guy who knows.
Guys,
Like, I love that.
I know.
I love that for you guys. That's
For us,
amazing.
it's a beautiful thing, and I believe that when the concert happens, it's going to actually be something that will create a new vibration. Because, the girls and I, we want this to. We never said goodbye to our fans.
That's
we just
true.
stopped working. Yeah. So this will be like maybe the year where we actually say, guys, this is our time to say an official goodbye.
Yeah.
So hello and goodbye.
Hello and goodbye.
Hi again and bye.
Yeah, with some new music as well
Really? So we should expect new music?
from the girls. yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
As in you guys.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
exciting. That's
Let's
very
first Damsi, we still have an
Yeah.
episode to do. Let us
That's
do that
very
episode.
exciting.
We may
Yeah,
start
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
We
yeah.
may start funning.
I
And we forget.
want to ask a question along
Yeah.
the lines of having been in the group dynamic. There was a time in this industry where there were a lot of groups, or it was kind of the thing. It's like, oh, let's get together, and but of late we don't see a lot of people sort of trying to have groups to sing and stuff like that. But like, what was your experience, and is that something that you would encourage artists to try and do, especially young artists who are trying to come up? Like, is it of value to start in a group, or should everyone try and start their hustle single-handedly?
I think the group thing is very tricky,
Okay.
especially because if you are all trying to be a superstar. So the group thing depends also on the management that you have.
Right.
Because now Steve Jean understood all our strengths. He understood our weaknesses. He knew who was going to do what. So if you don't have a great person behind you and they change whatever you're supposed to be, because groups are supposed to be a certain kind of thing.
Yeah.
Group was pop.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm not a pop singer.
No.
But in that moment, I understood the assignment.
Right.
So a group thing is very hectic. It's hard to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with. But when you understand that it's about making some moolah, you put your shit aside
And you do the work.
and then you do the work.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how Blue 3 worked.
Right.
We understood that we don't have to be friends. Yet we became friends.
Yeah.
But initially, it was not easy because guess what? We came from a competition where they put the three of us together. We had never met. So we're coming from all schools of life.
Yeah.
So the thing is that everybody who tried to emulate what Blue 3 was didn't understand what we went through.
The internal
Yeah.
stuff that you had to
So
do.
groups are very hard to manage as well, and it's expensive to manage
Okay.
a group as well.
You see, I always tell people, and that's why we encourage this, like these stories and things like that,
Yeah.
because a lot of people see the happy things and and they don't
The end
understand
result.
that you can't make decisions
They
based off
don't
an
know that
end
dirty
result.
laundry.
Yes. This is just so funny because I mentioned Destiny's Child, Destiny Fulfilled earlier, and after that, when Kelly came out with her single album, she had a song called Dirty Laundry where she said, guys, there was this, that. Sorry, that thing
You
is just
annoy
aligning.
me. You
I'm
know you
sorry.
annoy
I'm
me.
fanboy.
Do you know
Sorry,
how
I'm
much
sorry.
you annoy me?
Yeah, it's okay.
Good.
Okay. I keep when she was talking about her, this is when we said a goodbye. I remember Destiny's Child did a Destiny Fulfilled
Oh my
tour.
God, Mark, you
And,
annoy me
sorry,
so
like, the
much.
stars are aligning. When it makes sense, it makes sense. Like, I'll just say I'm biting my tongue. But anyway, you
There's
mentioned...
so much that goes on in the background.
I can
Yeah.
imagine.
And nobody
yeah.
knows because everybody needs to see this pretty picture.
Mm.
And it seems groups kind of have a lifespan. At least from all the groups we've seen in the past.
They
have a lifespan. Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
It seems they have a lifespan.
Nobody stays until they come back and do a reunion.
Right. So I guess it's a good stepping stone for maybe young artists trying to.
So they gather there.
But
maybe
then
gathering
they
resources,
need
gathering
to-
ideas.
No, they need to have a good person behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, Girl groups, girls are even like.
Girl groups not singing. Yeah, just not
No,
singing as
girl
girls.
groups, girls as girls.
Yeah.
Already have issues with each other.
Stop.
Let me take a sip.
Yes, that's the kind of thing you take a sip of.
But then you mentioned inspiring a lot and things like that. And I know that there's so many artists out there, so many young artists, so many nice voices, so many. So for you as Lilian, of course, there are people who have been in the game and who have voices that we all know as Uganda.
Yeah.
But are there any, I think Damzi and I had this conversation earlier, are there any young ladies or vocalists of any... Oh, thank you.
Guys, Mark is not going to greet people. Mark is not going to greet people ever again.
She went.
Oh, wow.
Co-singer we talked about, please, not.
Hey.
For those that are listening, you have missed something. For those that are watching, hey, I'm winking behind the shade.
As you
Are there any vocalists you've listened to out there that you're like, this is an interesting voice out there? A lot of people that we need to look out for. The people have to know who they should look out for, who they should pay attention to, or who you, as a professional ear, not like mine, who's just a random fan. Who do you think people should pay attention to in terms of the artists out there?
I think that people should pay attention to Kamanzi.
Kamanzi.
Kamanzi is the most talented singer I have met in a very long time. Not only a singer, but she's also an instrumentalist.
Yes.
Yes,
You
yes, she
understand?
is actually.
She's a writer as well.
Yes.
She is such a powerhouse as well. Her voice gives me goosebumps.
That's true.
Every single time.
That's
I hear
very
her.
true.
She came. I met her with the Sundowners, and for me, even her working with the Sundowners was help her grow. Yeah.
And they've done the damn thing.
Yeah, because she needed that kind of support. She was in different places at that time when I met her, but I'm glad that she is one of the artists that I can't wait to see her beautiful journey.
Yeah.
She's an actress, first of all.
Yeah.
She's all round.
Yeah.
She's one of the fiercest young women I have met.
I like that recently I saw on a newspaper cover and everything.
Observer.
And it was so great to see, because you're like, there's things I listen to alone. When I'm listening to her pity party that people may not know, I'm like, okay, that's different. But when I see other people appreciating what we appreciate, it's yes,
For me, the thing that stands out, and you've said it, she has a very powerful voice.
Yes.
She opens her mouth and you're like, wow. My jaw drops. She is such a powerhouse.
Kamanzi for me is one of those people. I feel God willing. I see her being such a powerful voice in the
for a long time.
New
gen, yeah.
Yeah, depending on what
The moves she
her
makes.
plans
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
But if she does them well, she is gonna be something strong to reckon with. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Kamanzi. We're looking for it. You know it is. Baby. Oh my God.
Yes. That's the one we expected. That's the first one we expected.
Also, we are
Kamanzi
fans as
is
well,
wow.
but yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
She's
one.
wow.
So actually, originally, management told us, when you ask that question, say apart from Kamanzi. But I wanted to let you say it. So.
Kamanzi is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to a couple of people. Cohen.
Yes.
Yes, Cohen is dope. I like Joshua Baraka. And not because he has just blown up. I knew him before.
yes, of course.
But also he can actually sing. Oh my God,
Guys,
guys.
Damzi is not going to greet people. You know, it was
how
just
can
me.
I?
Damzi is not going to.
Thank you.
Let them wait for you.
Yeah.
They don't even know. Speaking of that, again, still on a lighter note, I remember the first time in lockdown when we were together, the three of us, after Samka Studio session, and we went somewhere and we were chilling outside Damzi's, and you people were singing and harmonizing and doing all those beautiful things that people do with their voices. And me, I was just there in my beverage. Those are just the good things in life, hearing
Very
good
good.
stuff. You
That
guys
was a
do
good
some
time.
amazing
That was a good
things.
time.
So shout out to both of you for bringing it. For those that have missed, stay tuned. Eventually, there will be
Yeah, but
something,
guys,
something.
please. I mean, she has given her recommendation of people that she's listening to, and I think we need to have more people listening to the young Ugandan artists and supporting them. And Afsa said Ugandans like to support Ugandans, so please go ahead and support Ugandans. Listen to their
I
music.
like Ali Deki.
Oh, yeah, Brian, yeah,
yes,
Brian.
yes.
That guy is so special.
Yes.
He's one of the most special musicians I've met in a long time. I
He-
don't know what I'm going to do with his music.
He's such a wild
I don't
card.
know.
He's such a
That's
wild
the word,
card.
wild
I
card.
am
He's
overwhelmed
such a
by
wild
him.
card.
Oh wow.
He's such a like a very beautiful wild card.
And he's so calm in his goodness, in his brilliance.
Just there chilling,
He's
being
like,
brilliant.
"Yeah, thank you." Does he know who he is? What? That guy is so brilliant.
Oh, that's
Guys, go listen to that
We have
music.
given you homework. You know, we be here for these things, just to give you some good things. I know it's so funny because I could come here and tell people, go listen to Cohen. But then people will know that, Mark really
Mark
likes
is-
it. So what Lilian Mbabazi tells you, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Pay attention. Do what you gotta do.
I like Brian, Ali Jackie Brian is really amazing, and it's just one of those things that, like you said, it's special. Like those people, like it's weird even. I tell you, the people listen like this
the
is
first
weird.
time I saw him playing, I think was in the competition. Was it the competition they had, the Palo of Africa?
Yeah.
I said to Ali, man, Ali, this guy,
Wow.
what's up with this guy? And right now, I'm sure that he's getting like festivals and tours and whatever is supposed to come to him.
Yeah.
Because that's how brilliant he is.
I remember it was one song concert as well. Where I
Yes,
first
where
saw him,
he, yeah, that's
and I
also
was
that
like,
also that's where
yeah,
that's
'cause
where I
we were
first saw
like,
him.
Yeah.
we be seeing you.
That's where I
You know,
first saw
I
him
love-
as
I
well.
love
Yeah.
young talent. It's one of the things that I really want to get into, like, eventually, because I don't think that I'm going to be on a stage for very long. Like, I think there's going to be a time when I'm going to step off the stage.
On that note, you've mentioned impacting the industry even beyond the stage and beyond the collaborations
Yeah.
and beyond all that. And of course, with your shirt, I would be mad to not ask the question, the UNMF. And that is one way.
Do a close up. It's called the Uganda National Musicians Federation. You can take my boob nicely.
Talk a bit about the federation and what the federation is doing.
Oh
And,
man! So
you know,
when I joined the federation, I got a call from my girl Sheba. She was like, "Lilian, come check this out." I'm like, "Man, you know I don't like those conversations of many
those group things.
typical, like,
Yeah.
And I have particular artists that I actually used to hang around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these guys, Atoms,
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
Navio, these were my peoples that I used to hang out. But I have Sheba, she's my solid human.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've known her for a very long time, even before all her success. And she called me. She's like, "Lilian, maybe you need to come around." I'm like, "Listen, I don't like that shit." She's like, "No, just check it out." So I get there and I listen to what they're saying. Copyright. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah. Yeah.
We want it.
Artists need to get paid.
Getting your money's worth from callback tunes. Who doesn't want that? You know, because they have not paid us in like many years. So when I got there as an artist, but now I'm actually one of the people who is literally standing for it,
Right.
because I've seen the struggle for the 9 months that we've been there and how much progress we've made.
Right.
You know, and the federation is about unity. One, the federation is about bringing artists together. That thing had disappeared for a very long time. You see why I picked Mr. DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good time. Like
Yeah.
you see what good stuff can come out of people actually collaborating. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the truth is that we didn't even know each other.
oh.
We know of each other, but we don't
Know each other,
Yeah.
right?
Like we've never met, like you've never seen another artist. Like you meet
You've
at
never
a
had
show,
a
they'll be like, "Hi,
hello.
hi," and then bye. That's it. So the federation has also brought that unity where people getting to know each other. Like I didn't know Eddie. To be honest, I didn't know Eddie Kenzo like that. And getting to know him is actually quite brilliant. He's a very smart man. He's actually a brilliant man. despite what everybody else thinks outside, I have sat with him and he has given me great advice. He's a solid human being.
Right.
You know, and he's actually the right person to lead the federation. And getting there, I figured that if we don't create something for the music industry in Uganda, that is going to actually be something that will help future generations to come, then what have we done for the music industry? Because it has been robbed
for a very long time. Yeah.
You know, we have people like promoters and all these people who have just dampened, they made it political. So the federation is just a voice to say enough is enough. If Damali releases her music, her copyright is there. How are her royalties coming?
Yeah.
How is the songwriters' royalty coming?
Gonna come through,
How is the producers' royalty coming? Like, let everybody get paid. Before you just buy a song from someone, and that's it.
Yeah.
You make millions from the song, the producer stays hungry. So we want to just...
Everyone putting in the work needs to get...
Everybody needs to keep making money
right.
The rest of the world works it out. And a federation is good because now, for example, we have about 24 associations. And this is all over the sub-regions. That is from north, east, 24. Each association has... The minimum number is 30 members.
Okay.
Yeah. So even you, Damali, if you want to join the association,
I'm coming.
You cannot be in the federation
without being in an association. Okay,
that's
got
how
it.
It works.
Okay, okay.
So right now, we have created the UNMF circle, members circle. So we're encouraging members to just join the circle, and the circle is a savings and credit corporation where we have been lobbying for money to come into that place where we can actually help musicians do different things. Yeah, but it's not free money.
Yes.
Yeah. People may think they're coming for free money.
I need everyone.
Please be very clear. Please be informed that this is not free money.
I need you guys to know it's not free money. It's money that you're actually going to work and make sure that it keeps working for you.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I have maybe something small on that. You did mention, yes, if Damali, and I feel like many times people think there's a disconnect that this is for the other type of artists, but not some. I want you to say something maybe like how this can benefit or how to let these people know that they're involved. That is the younger, because a lot of our audience and a lot of the people and the type of artists that we engage with, there may be a lot of younger artists or a lot of urban, maybe R&B, hip hop style artists, and sometimes they might think this is for
Kenzo and friends. Lilian and friends.
So just to remind,
this is not for Kenzo and friends.
This
is not for Kenzo and friends. I need you guys to know this is for the music industry.
Yes.
Right.
So what we did was to make sure we had the associations. We have done a lot of tours around the country whereby we even have meetings with the regional leaders. Like, they come and meet with us. We tell them what's the business plan. Like, how are your artists going to do this? So anybody under an association has somebody who represents them.
Right.
And that person can come to the federation and say, my members require this, this, this. Like, for example, me, I'm in the Central. Shiba is in Greater Ankole. Kenzo is in Masaka.
That's very... I did see that coming. I did see that coming, but wow.
Yeah. They are registered in those associations.
Right.
Yeah. Palazzo is in Central. Like, we have different people who are in...
different regions,
And it gives them even morale to the artists who are in those places.
Yeah.
They know that now, finally, their voice is being heard.
Right.
You know? Because people have taken money from musicians. In COVID, 20 billion was given for artists. Tell me one artist that got money from that. Just promoters. 20 billion.
And I think, like, this is actually...
Artists was thousands.
Yeah.
Artists are going through so much shit.
Yeah.
Guys are in mental health, drug
words
addiction,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
There's so much that, music is something we do with a passion. But then when you get there and it depresses you, man, it takes you down a road.
Yeah.
If you're not careful. If you don't have the right kind of people around you. So the federation is trying to do all of that. We have a mental
support
as well for artists. We have different supports that
different aspects that affect an artist.
Yeah.
I think this is a very important conversation to have because we've talked about here very many times, pay your creatives, you know?
Creatives have to be paid.
Creatives have to be paid. At the end of the day, you know, different people have different professions, but if someone is going to sit down and create music that has that has lasted very many years. We've been listening to your music for a very long time, and for some of us, it is the Kwanjula song, it is the wedding song. Like, it has, you know, it has, there's something about
Even
it.
our CMOs are not collecting money for us the way they're supposed to collect.
Exactly. So
we have one CMO in this country, and that's UPRS, Uganda Performing Rights Society.
Right.
And let me tell you something. Even the people who have like Kenzo or Shiba have never received a coin from their performing rights. So those are things we have to fight. Because you guys, once you release your music as young artists, find a foundation that is already set up.
Yeah.
So anybody who's thinking that this is just for money, they are wrong.
Okay.
We are wrong because
in
I
terms,
think, Mark, you know me.
in terms of information, because people have seen some of the articles or like the news pieces or stuff like that. But if there's somebody who's listening to this episode now, where can they get this information? Like, who do they need to come to? Is there,
of course, we won't cover everything.
We won't cover everything, but where can we ask
them?
them to go to learn and get this
UNMF is online. That's the Ugandan National Musicians Federation.
Right.
It's online. You can go and see what they're about. You can call, and we have a base in Mutundwe where you can come and ask us any questions. For the circle, we even have simplified it. Basically, you have an app on your phone. You can just do your transactions without even knowing.
Right.
So, like, we are good to go.
We're there. Yeah, guys, go look for this information. Creatives, young artists, go look for this information.
You know, artists have been, before we finish this point,
segment,
artists have been hurt a lot by so many people. First of all, not getting value for their
work,
art.
their art, yeah.
You go and they say, Lilian Mbabazi, I want to pay you 2 million. I'm like, what do I do? No one wants to give you the value for your art. And so artists have been hurt a lot. They don't trust nobody. You know? But now we are artists who are trying to say, we have been through the same shit.
So now we're standing for ourselves.
Let's stand together. Let's join and we fight. Because one voice is the best voice.
Yeah. I agree. You
sometimes
can't have many
things can get
dissenting
lost in the
voices.
noise.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to mention names, but artists have been doing these things in the background.
Yeah.
We know them.
Yeah.
But they have never done anything. But in the 9 months that the federation has been around, so much has happened. Like, we have been at parliament to ask for the copyright.
Yeah.
To be amended since 2006.
Yeah.
And yet a lot has changed since then. Like, look at
The digital era.
yeah, that's what I said. Look
here.
at streaming platforms.
Understand?
Look at
You're not
social
protected.
media.
How are you
Look at
protected?
oh my god, yeah.
So let them not worry about it. Let them know that it's a thing that is actually beneficial for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as we out of that one, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about music and we've talked about the fact that you might not be on stage for whatever and ever, amen.
Yes.
But as Lilian, should we, as Lilian, not just the Blue Three things you said earlier, but as Lilian, should we expect or hope for, or should we start lighting candles for some new, like for some extra Lilian something, maybe another EP, maybe an album, maybe that Lilian, that car, yeah, that's...
Listen, I'm not
Not
extinguishing
promising as
now.
well, yes.
Just so you're clear.
Yes.
I'm not going out now.
Yes.
I have actually been recording the whole of this year.
Wow.
I've done so many collaborations that you guys would not even expect.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Even the last ones we didn't expect, so we are very...
That's exciting.
So music is still going to be music. I'm always going to love it. And I'm always going to be willing to work with an artist that I feel like has
like a thing.
that kind of thing.
The vibe that's
them.
guys, this is going to happen, okay? I'm lighting my candle right
manifesting
now and
it.
I'm manifesting a song with Lilian.
I
So
think Damzi knows on
watch
this
this
podcast when
space.
certain things are said.
Me when I'm manifesting. So watch the
Yeah.
space.
No, I want to also swing a little bit back into your last project, which is the one we talked about, of course, the writing collaborations and all that. But now that Eddie Kenzo has come up, one of my favorites on there, which I never thought when I was reading. Correct.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is
Yeah.
Mirror, and I, as Mark, I would never expect that would be like just.
It would not make sense on paper, but then you hear it
and then I
and
hear
you're
it,
like,
and I'm like, cool. Like,
It works.
Yeah.
and I love it, and I'm like, yeah. So how? I don't know. What do I even want to ask? Like,
You talk too much. You talk too much. You're forgetting what you're trying to say.
I'm not even forgetting it. It was never there. I just wanted to tell people that the song is bad. That is all I wanted. It is fire. That's all I wanted to say. But you can still tell us, like,
You can stop there.
we can actually stop there and I ask you the one that has a question, which is them days.
No, mirrors, I will talk about it because
yes.
let me tell you one thing. My boy, Yese Oman, wrote the song. So when he wrote it and I heard it, I was like, guess what? This is something that I would do with Eddie.
Okay.
So I reached out to Eddie and I'm like, Eddie, there's a song. He's like, send it to me. I sent it to him. He's like, this is a fucking track.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
No.
speaking French.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We speak
We're
French
French
here.
over here.
If
Bonjour,
you're watching, the
bonjour.
podcast is now bonjour.
Hey, comme tu vas?
Yeah. Oui. Okay.
Anyway, so he's like, I like it. Let's go to the studio. So we get the studio, and then he's like, can I change a few things here and there? I'm like, Eddie, it's our song.
Yeah,
what
do
you
what you
do.
need to do. Yeah.
So he puts in like a lot of different Uganda because the original didn't have some of the things that are in mirrors.
Right.
So he changed a few things, and I loved it. I was like, wow. And even me, I told him, do for me some harmonies here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a nice collaboration. I think it's one of the best songs we have done. We actually planning to shoot a video for that.
Ooh,
Because
that's
we've been so busy.
exciting.
We've
That's
been so
exciting.
busy.
With the mirrors on the wall.
You know, timeless music doesn't run out.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh, I'm
go.
excited for that.
Yeah. So Eddie is one of the best niggas I've met. I didn't know him. If you look at him from outside, you won't know him. Yeah. And coming from me, you know that I'm very particular about the I hang out with.
So did you end up considering the opportunity? Again, I want to tie this back to the importance of the federation. You said before the federation, you didn't really know him that much, you know? So
No, I knew him before the Mirrors. Like I knew him at Mirrors. I knew who he was.
but you hadn't really
I had not had that kind of deep conversation with him.
right, and you feel like the federation did that for you, gave you that
the
opportunity.
Federation has showed me so much.
So guys, yeah.
Some of your artists are not the one.
Okay, moving on.
No, let me not. Please erase that.
Scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch that.
Because I've just gotten to learn people and you know, real people are real people. Because your colors eventually come out. You know, like who you are eventually comes out when you spend a lot of time with someone. You understand?
But you know, I guess that's expected. I feel like let's not run away from that conversation because at the end of the day, not everyone is going to gel. And it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
And which is okay.
It's
Yeah.
actually okay. So find people who vibe with you or who you vibe with, and that's where you should go. But like if
Not everyone is meant
not
to be
everyone
your
is going to be your cup of tea,
Yeah.
and let it be and
Not
chill.
everyone
Sometimes
is
coffee.
in your life.
You get
Sometimes cup of tea,
I think
sometimes
it's
coffee,
important
sometimes
for us
whiskey.
to say that, and people should not expect like because you've come to Lilian and say, "Oh, Lilian, I want to work with you." If she says no, then be kawa. You know what I mean? You might not be her vibe, and it's
Kawa.
fine.
Guys, the music industry is not a family like that.
But
Like,
even
it's
in
business.
a family.
Yeah, even in the family.
But even in the family.
Listen, let's not talk about African families. That's not the podcast.
So just because we sing and we're in the same industry doesn't mean we're all going to be best friends.
Yes. And
That's what I wanted to say.
yeah. So try your best to collaborate, but don't push it. If it's not there, it's not there.
Yeah.
We find the one
for
where it
example,
is.
APAS is my nigga till today.
Yeah.
Because the minute I heard the song, Memories,
Yeah.
I recorded it in 30 minutes.
Wow.
30 minutes, the song was done. Because I knew what it was. I was like, this is it.
And it shall forever be a memory.
It will
to
share
all of us.
forever.
Memory. 30 minutes to record a song.
30
that
minutes
is
for many
crazy.
years of memories.
Yeah.
You know, there are people you make friends when you meet them. But not everyone is going to be your friend in the music industry. And that is the truth.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay. That's okay.
The last one that I wanted to hang on from that the one project is Them Days. I feel like the reason I'm really doing it is that I feel like so many people, because we know the classics, we forget that there are some new classics that we need to pay attention to. And like for Them Days, you really took us down memory lane. Speaking of memories with A-Pass, you took us on a journey through so many different songs that we've all vibed to, we've all enjoyed, and I feel like it's really such a fun thing. And as you know, after it came out, I know we ran with DJ Jeffers and we did the mix of the song. Because Lilian gave us vibe. We're like, let's turn this few minutes into an hour and have a good time. But how was that for you in terms of
in preparation?
Yeah, the song. Yeah,
I think because I went to Sam. So when I went to Sam, he had this beat that was created by Isaiah, and I was like, I'm not gonna write a house song. I want something that's gonna. And I'd been thinking about it. I was like, what about doing a mashup? Because I've been doing mashups of Moses' music. My performances as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, what about a mashup of some of my favorite songs in that time? And listen, it was the most exciting project.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like, what?
Yeah.
Listen, I remember talking to Nameless, and I asked him, Nameless, I'm going to put, what do you think the repercussions for putting your songs in this song would be? He's like, what? For us, we are loving it.
Nice.
Even his wife, who was like, listen, this is dope. AY, like, I talked to a couple of people around East Africa, and they're like, this is a great project. And I think that within this year, we should have a proper video to bring back them days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. If you don't know what we're talking about, again, shame on you. Please go and
Google.
please go and listen to the project.
Spotify.
The one.
Yeah, on literally every platform. You need to.
And
Listen
for those
to
of you who want to sing along, she even has the lyric videos on the YouTube. Because Lilian is focused. Like, I don't understand. What do you people want? But the things are amazing. Go listen. It's such amazing work. Also, like I said, I have to shameless plug as well. DJ Jeffers did the mix of the full songs as well. So, guys, listen, like we've got you all options. Pick your poison and apply it.
Yep.
Like, Damzi, I think now we can get out of the classroom and enter the other classroom where Damzi has something for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always here asking random
When you
questions.
say good luck, let me take
Starting with, do you have some lyrics first for her?
Yes, I'm gonna read out some lyrics. So we do this thing on every episode where we just read out a couple of lyrics and see how well we're doing. Let me tell you what we have discovered is that a lot of us don't know a lot of lyrics.
Oh, we sing it. You know, you
we
sing
sing
your
our
own
own
lyrics.
things.
I might not know.
We sing our own
Let's
things.
try.
But we're going to try. No pressure. Okay, so just three songs. Three small songs. Okay? Nchimanyi Joli na Chiyambi wange. Oli spare tire.
Simani Jolie. That was she was like Queen something, I don't know, Princess something. No, Sophia Gombia.
Yes, Sophie Gombia. What's the name of the song?
Spare tire.
You people didn't want to be in the game.
No. You're here for study purposes. Well done.
Yeah.
Well
And she
done.
was ready to
Okay. Nituchimanya ntitwe n'abakyala. Mark, you've checked out.
Maybe I'm checking out slowly.
Really?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go again. Nituchimanya ntitwe n'abakyala ngwe ekikazi kiba ky'ekishiija konkenta amateku z'ahambuzi n'ing'enyanja ekashwera ekikoona
Mans is over there behind the camera singing along.
mweje grade.
I have no idea.
Really?
Bruce behind
I'm
the
surprised
camera.
you
Tell
don't.
us.
I'm surprised you don't.
I don't.
I can't even ask Mark.
No, please.
I can't
Bruce
even
was
ask
singing along.
Mark.
Let him tell us.
Okay. No, so this is grade by Sister Charity.
Sister Charity.
Oh,
Sister Charity.
Yes.
You know her name. I was thinking of either Lady Mariam or her. Sister Charity.
So it was Sister
Okay.
Charity. I know this song so well because Because I went to school in
Are
Burr.
these random songs for me?
Okay.
It's okay.
Because I have such high faith in you.
All right. But I'm getting there. Okay,
I'm getting there. Okay, next song.
Let's leave Sister Charity. Give me two more.
Okay. Sirimba ono yandyawo okumanya yammalawo sikyesaawo n'obuyinza eri obulamu bwange yabuwamba yantwala ninnya sirinnya.
That's Never Grey.
Never Grey? What's the song?
Ninnya Sirinya. No. Ningo Muloge.
Ningo Muloge.
Yeah.
By
So
Never
Felix
Grey.
did his song. Felix talks about that song all the time. So
Ninnya Sirinya.
That's a good song.
it's a great song.
Tunulanga talaba simanyi chichafuze abaye ningo muloge. That's such a fire
Okay,
jam.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
such
my
a fire
harmonies are just muted, but they were there. But producer Hassan said, "Let us."
Okay.
I actually had just 3 songs today.
Okay, that's good.
Just 3 songs
So I
today.
missed just Sister Charity.
Just Sister Charity. So you've done
I thought
really
they were
well.
hard. You
You've
did
done
well.
really well.
You did well.
The
Thank
first
you.
episode of this
I thought you were
season.
going to ask me about current artists, though.
Um,
I was going to be in a very big.
in an accident.
But technically, Never Grey is a current artist because
Never Grey is a legend.
He's in your
like,
class. He's in your
Yeah.
class.
Yes. No, I
She's one
just.
of the most amazing musicians.
I threw that just to say because in the last episode, a number of people on the pod
Yeah.
gave their song of the year of last year as Kenneth and Never Grey.
yeah.
So it's interesting that even now, as much as she's a legend, like still you sit here on this pod that has been predominantly hip hop over the years, and 3 people say, "Oh, Kenneth Mugabe, Never Grey." That's amazing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite musicians. Like Kenneth Mugabe. Ooh,
Oh,
wow.
la, la.
Yeah. There's talent,
Wow,
then
wow.
there's Kenneth. Anywho,
Like you people don't start one problem at a time. We are
Kenneth.
I'm suffering enough
Let's
and
get-
composing myself.
Listen,
Now I tell
maybe
you.
you get Kenneth here.
we're
We
going
should
to try and
think
get
about
Kenneth
it.
here. We're going to try and get... I think he has a lot of interesting
I think
stuff to
he's also
tell us.
very, very calm as an artist, and is very good. He has a great conversation, a great story to tell.
Okay.
Because I met Kenneth when he was auditioning for Pop Stars.
Yes.
Real Stars was.
The thing.
Was
I-
Coca-Cola or something.
you know what I
And
like
then
is him not winning and telling guys. There's that clip that goes around of, "Believe me, people, you've not seen the last of
Oh.
me."
Yes.
And he made
That's
it
the kind of
happen.
faith people
Yes.
need to have in themselves.
Yes. You see, even Jennifer Hudson didn't win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fantasia was
Biggest
Yeah,
stars.
yeah.
yeah. You got to know people. It's not the
Yeah.
end of the road.
Not
but
that. And you know, sometimes even works out better for the people who don't win.
yeah, because
That's
you
very
realize
true.
what it is to not win, and therefore you tell yourself, "Now, how do I cross
get
over to
That,
that?"
that,
side?"
becomes, that becomes your villain
Your
story.
drive.
You're like,
Yeah,
you
villain
know?
story.
Okay, so the final part of the episode, I normally just come up with just random would you rather questions, just to see how we think about certain things and
Alrighty.
get to know each other a little bit better.
Alrighty.
So I will start very simple.
That's what she always says.
Would you rather have noisy neighbors or nosy neighbors?
So either neighbors who make for us mob noise or neighbors who put their nose in our
think-
business.
Yeah,
Noisy.
you prefer noisy. Mark, noisy, nosy.
Noisy.
Well,
That-
I feel like you had to think about
I was thinking
it.
about our
Our neighbor.
neighbors.
Stop. Yeah, I think
I
noisy is
just want
I'll
someone
take
to be my
noisy.
armpit.
there. That's just too much negativity. See, I
What
told
Daniel Omar said? They keep you here.
I know you want to be my armpit.
See, I told you I was going to start
Yeah,
easy.
that was a good one.
That was an easy
that was
one.
an
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your past self or your future self? If you had the opportunity, would you go back and speak to
Deja
your
vu.
past self or your future self?
I think I'll speak to my future self.
Why?
Because the past is the past. My future self, I'm always talking to that person. I'm trying to tell that person, listen, that's where it's supposed
This is
to
where
be.
we're going. Focus.
Yeah. That's
Mark.
the person.
Like I said, my song of the week was Steve Key's "Best of My Ability." So I'm already telling my future self, "Gwen, let's do this stuff to the best of our ability." So I would take the future self always. So yeah.
Okay. Random
Ha,
twist of
here we
events
go.
now.
Okay.
Here we go.
You get $1 million and one random human dies. Do you do it?
No.
Okay. Mark has overthought about it.
I don't have to think about it.
You evil human being.
So, they tell you in advance when they're giving you the 1 million. They say, listen, we're going to give you this one here.
Yeah, but one random
when you
person
give it to
is
you,
gonna die.
okay, so then it's a no.
Then it's a no.
Because it's random, it's what? There's just too much. It could be you. But
if
no.
it's me who dies?
Please. There could be like some kind of, those things where like, we're
No,
going to give it to you.
there's no value to life.
That's
There's no cost to life. Like for me, life is so special for me. I can never, even whoever comes up with those questions, I don't know.
These are mad people. Let me tell you, the people on the internet are mad, and I am mad enough to get the same questions.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Would you rather be, if you had to choose, would you rather be given a lifetime supply of your favorite food or your favorite drink?
Aye.
Your favorite food or your favorite drink?
Lifetime supply.
Lifetime
Small
supply.
issues.
What is it going to be, Mark?
Food. Hello.
I'm very surprised by your answer. I'm very surprised by your answer.
You don't have to say
Actually gonna go with
beverage.
food.
Why food?
You don't have to say beverage.
Because
I thought you'd say beverage. I thought you'd say beverage for sure.
Because my favorite food,
What
it's
is your
not-
favorite food,
it's not
actually?
everyone that makes it the way I like it.
What's your favorite
Rice
food?
and beans. The drink can
We shall
come
figure
whenever
it out.
it
But the
comes.
food is
food. The way it's cooked,
Uh-huh.
that's what I want.
But Damzi, you know this as well. You know
There's
that
some kind of rice that
food
they
is a
cook,
love
eh?
language.
Eh.
Some beans the way they're done.
But that's true. Food really is. I feel like food is a love language.
It is the
Like,
ultimate one.
That's the greatest way to show someone you love
That's
them.
true.
Cooking
Feed
for
them. Feed them. Feed me, guys.
Yeah.
Feed me.
And if you don't want to send literal food to Damzi, you can still send some money to 624404. That's 624404.
Send that kamani.
So we can bring more amazing people like Lydia.
Okay, so last very random would you rather question.
Okay.
Would you rather be on death row for a crime you didn't commit? And the most important person in your life is free, but they committed the crime.
Or
Hey.
Oh, that's what
They go for their own.
they go for their own.
They have to go.
They have to go. Because if
They
the
have to
crime
go.
is worth death row.
Guys, your
then-
favorite person, the most important person in your life.
You guys, unless it's my child.
Terms and
Yeah.
conditions have now entered. Yeah.
Now my child, I don't know.
That's why
Yeah,
things become
because it's like
complicated.
it's a choice between let them learn, but also I'm trying to protect them.
What have they done though?
A crime.
Depends on their crime.
It depends on the crime.
Me, I'm like depending on the crime.
Okay, so depends on the crime. Mark, let them go.
Damzi started off with.
I
small,
told you I was
small
gonna start
questions,
easy.
Asking us about noisy neighbors. Then now she's putting us on death row. But
Yeah.
But woo.
But I would die for my children. That's the answer.
That's actually the reason why I asked, because I know you're a mom
Yeah,
and
now
I can
I'll
relate.
die for my kids.
in,
I can relate.
in my conundrum here.
Your childless conundrum.
My childless
But
conundrum.
also, I like to punish them
To teach,
Yeah.
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 because they need to understand that everything has consequences.
Yep. Yep.
So if they decide to do something serious,
You have to pay for the
The
sins.
sins.
I
No,
mean, I agree. I think I would go the same
That
route.
person will go to the jail, and they're my favorites. I'll visit them.
Wow.
They're
Okay.
my favorites. I'll visit them. And for my favorite person right now, who may know themselves, I'm sorry, but I'll visit you. I promise.
10
just
confused
know you're
women. 10 confused
you're
women
not
thinking
doing
they're the
well.
ones that they're talking about.
Kopsinje, it's not good.
Kopsin
Not
jizz.
looking very good.
Kopsin jizz.
I don't know what they're talking about, but guys, it's been amazing. And Lilian and Dubsy are starting to gang up on me. So I feel like we should end here and run away when it's safe. But I just want to say something a little small before we let Lilian say goodbye to you. I just want to say to Ian, you've missed.
You've really missed, by the way, Ian.
At
You've
least
really
Felix was here.
missed.
You've missed. So goodbye. But
You know,
Lilian,
Ian is the one who loves me.
listen.
I'm like wondering, where is he? I I would have been in his chest.
Yeah, now you
Of course,
see,
there
you've
will
missed
be-
even more.
Sorry, Ian.
That chest would have been
Next time.
So before we close the episode, first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much
Thank you
for
guys.
honoring
I've
our
had such a
invite.
good time with you guys.
We've had such a good time as well. But any last words for the people who are
love
listeners,
some
are watchers, and people who love Lilian?
Okay.
Shout outs to them.
I just want to say, first of all, thank you to you guys for having me, Damsey, Mark. You guys are so cool.
Guys, we
I
want to
hope there are more
talk to
cool
you.
people like that in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the crew as well.
Yay.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Hassan is there on sound, making sure they can hear
Hassan
us.
over there. Guys, a shout out to the tribe. Thank you so much for hosting me, guys. And thanks for loving me as Lilian Mbabazi. Thank you for supporting me through my journey. And the journey is still continuing.
Yes.
But one thing I'll say is take one day at a time, because we're not promised tomorrow. So every day, live as if
It's the last
it's
one.
The last day.
Yep.
Because you have to be kind. As soon as you wake up, you're like, I'm going to say a good thing today. Let your words be as positive as they can be throughout the day. Don't let anger take the hold of who you are. And remember that Jesus loves you. Yeah.
Sorry.
And on that note, guys, bye. Because we can't add anything more to that.
Jesus loves you.
Ooh la la. Looks like we could add vocals after all.